It's 5:30 now after the hour, 69 degrees in downtown Sylacauga. Daybreak brought to you by Sarah Automotive on Highway 280 in Sylacauga. We're joined by Lacey Wood this morning. Lacey, Miss Sylacauga and Miss Sylacauga's outstanding teen. And getting set for the upcoming Miss Alabama Pageant. I got to be exciting for you. Good morning.
It is. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. It's always an honor to be on your show.
So talk about a little bit about what's been going on with you.
Yeah, so this upcoming Sunday, I leave for the Miss Alabama Pageant. I'll stay up in Birmingham for the whole week. We've got a golf tournament planned on Monday. We've got rehearsals every day, and then Wednesday night is the opening night of competition. So I've got evening wear, then Thursday I've got my onstage question, Friday I've got talent, and then Saturday's finals. So.
Of course, Lacey, right here in Sylacauga, graduate Sylacauga High School, and family lives here. Yes. I know it's an exciting time for them too, isn't it?
Oh yes, they're super. I think they're more excited than I am. They can't wait.
Yeah. How did we get this far?
Oh goodness, I do not know. It feels like yesterday I was crowned Miss Sylacauga. I mean, I still am not over the thrill of it. It's such an honor to represent my hometown, and this is such a special place for many reasons. But being crowned in November, it was like as soon as I was crowned, the next day I started preparing for Miss Alabama with mock interviews, talent practice, walk practice. I mean, you name it. I have practice, but here we are. So.
Well, here we are too. This is what, the 23rd day of June? Is that right?
I believe so.
And you got what? Just a couple more days before it all starts.
Yes, sir.
The week of June the 26th. And talk a little bit about Rising Star Day and Teen Day.
Yeah. So Rising Star is really, really special to me because I was a Rising Star when I was 6 or 7 years old. So it's basically a mentor program where young girls in our community get to come spend a day with us. So I have two Rising Stars, Peyton and Mally, and they get to come spend the special day with us. They get to kind of see the behind the scenes of the pageant, how we're getting ready, what we're doing in our free time. But then they also get a special number on stage. So they get to come and do a cute little dance with us, and it's so sweet and so special to see them and see how responsive they are to the Miss contestants, and as well as Teen Day. So my outstanding teen, Isabella Kirkland, she'll come, I believe, on Friday as well. And kind of did the same thing. So she's already competed at
She's a hometown girl, too.
She is a hometown girl. She's competed at state level, but she gets to come and see the Miss competition because it does differ. So.
Well, yeah. The Social Impact Initiative. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So it was previously known as our platform. Mine is Step Up. I would like to challenge everyone around me to rise above the normal and choose to include those who have any sort of special need. This is really personal to me because my sister Lauren has the most common form of dwarfism, achondroplasia. And so my entire life, I've kind of seen how society can tend to limit her without actually giving her a fighting chance to speak for herself and do the things that she's fully capable of doing just with accommodation. So I'm really passionate about equipping businesses and empowering those around me to live up to that standard and to rise up above that normal.
So do you have more than one sister?
I do.
Okay.
I do. So I have two older sisters, Lane and Lauren. They're both older than me. Lane is a recent graduate from UAB. She's still in school. She's getting her doctorate in occupational therapy. I have to give her creds to that. She's super smart. So proud of her. And then Lauren is a recent graduate from Highlands College. So they're both older.
Does Lauren critique you?
She does. She does. They both do. Yeah, they both do. But Lauren has this funny saying that Thursday when I give my social initiative pitch, she's going to run across the stage and say, "I'm Lauren. I'm the sister she's talking about." I don't think that they'll let her do that, but she claims that she's going to do it.
Hey, it's a great idea, I think.
It's a great thing.
Now, you're a recent graduate of Sylacauga High School and going to be attending University of Alabama in the fall, majoring in public relations. And talk about how you got there and some of the scholarships that are awarded.
Yeah. So, like you said, I'm a recent graduate from Sylacauga High School, and I have to give credit where credit is due for how I even discovered my major, which is public relations. I was in yearbook class in middle school with Mr. Joey Fleeman, And it was the most fun class I have ever taken. At that point in time, we obviously made the yearbook, but we did start a news show similar to this. And I fell in love and I stuck with it. I did it all throughout high school. And I believe it was my junior year, I realized I can do this long term and, and make a career out of it. So I did some research. I went where the money is, and that's University of Alabama. But I'm really fortunate to have gotten lots of academic scholarships. But the biggest one that I've accumulated was the Miss Sylacauga scholarship. The Maxie Veazey donors who are from Sylacauga and surrounding areas were very, very gracious and provided well over $3,000 in cash scholarship. So,
wow.
Yes, it truly is a scholarship-based organization, and I'm able to go to school with a huge discount. So,
and those scholarships, Lacey, they just don't happen. They just don't drop in your lap. You have to work for
absolutely.
those.
Oh, absolutely. And that's one thing I like to remember is I'm so much more than Miss Sylacauga. And while that is a huge honor, I'm also I'm this big recipient of the scholarship. And the people who've donated that money, they didn't have to do that. So it's like I like to carry myself with that in mind. And wherever I go, I like to think, am I representing the girl that they would want me to be? So.
Yeah. A few days ago, you had the send-off reception over at Harvey's on Noble.
Yeah.
I know that went very, very well.
It was awesome. It was great. Thank you so much, Miss Denise and Sky, for pulling it off. But I was overwhelmed at the amount of support that the community showed. Mayor Heigl was there. Different city council members came and just really just showed me that they're proud of me and that, whether I walk away next Saturday with a crown or completely empty-handed, I've done a good job at representing this town, and that's what means the most.
Hey, we're going for the crown, though.
We are going for the crown. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't hurt, but.
Hey, you get to travel a good bit. What, you in D.C. not long ago?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So that was with A+ Student Voices, which is a group of high school students who meet on behalf of State Superintendent Dr. Mackey. We met throughout the school year and talked on different issues that we face in our schools and just in surrounding areas. And we drafted a legislator bill to be motioned and to be passed, and we presented it to Senator Tuberville, who gave us lots of feedback. So it was about mental health and how it is a crisis, and it's a growing crisis, and how there needs to be something in schools and public schools to aid those students who are suffering.
Lacey Wood, who's participating in Miss Alabama coming up real soon, next week, as a matter of fact. And speak a little bit about the community service outreach that you're involved in.
So that's a huge factor of the Miss Alabama, Miss America organization. We had to submit prior to competition, so I had to submit it a few weeks back, a notebook that enlisted every community service project or outreach that we've been a part of. For me, I included things that I did with my school as well as Miss Sylacauga, but I think the overall idea is to reveal to the community and to reveal to the people that you are representing that you're more than a pretty face, you're more than a girl in a crown and a sash, that we give back. So I was really fortunate this year to partner with different programs like the Bridges After School program. I got to go there a good bit and hang out with their kids, and they were super, super fun. And as well as the ARC, I helped with Sunshine Saturday and a arts and crafts drive that Isabella, my outstanding teen, actually led, and I was so proud of her, and I got to kind of help be a part of that. But there's been a lot of different outlets to serve my community, which is
no doubt
great.
about it. Lacey Wood, our guest this morning, and she'll be participating in Miss Alabama. Now, walk us through just a little bit. This is not in my notes, but walk us through a little bit about what's going to be happening next week.
So like I said, Monday we've got the golf tournament, so that's a little bit of a different day. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are pretty much the same. We are divided in groups. My group gets there at a certain time. The other two groups get there at a different time. But we begin rehearsals for opening number, closing number. That's part of it that I don't think I realized, honestly, going into it, was how much of a production it is. So I have to give credit to show choir for making me a fast dance learner. But so we have rehearsals, and then we have little increments of breaks, but then we have our own personal rehearsals. So for like your talent, your evening gown, your onstage question, you have to practice introducing yourself, because for many of us, like myself included, the Wright Center is a huge stage. I've never performed on a stage that big, so they give us allotted time to practice and rehearse and make sure that we're comfortable, as well as that bonding experience, because we're there together all day. Me and the other contestants are, so we kind of have to become friends.
So
but
how many contestants
great.
are there?
Oh, goodness. I believe 45, 47.
Goodness.
Yeah.
And to be selected as one of those participants,
it's awesome.
Yeah. You know, the Little Miss Sylacauga and Little Miss Marble Valley, these kids start somewhere.
Yeah.
And you know, the Little Miss Sylacauga and Little Miss Marble Valley, they're so important. And you know, it'll be next year. We just had it recently, too. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so that's another thing that's really near and dear to my heart, because I actually competed in the Little Miss program. I loved it growing up. It was something that I looked forward to. It was not, it wasn't discouraged, but my mom and dad really didn't pressure me to do it. I genuinely loved it. And so to see that younger generation in our community who feel the same, who love to perform, who love to be on the stage, who love to get dressed up, it's a good opportunity for them, and it builds character. It gives them opportunity on how to carry themselves, how to introduce themselves. For the older girls in that competition, they had an onstage question. So for many of them, that was their first time speaking in front of a large audience, and that can be pretty scary, but it's a good skill to learn, and it's something that you can truly take with you the rest of your life.
Yeah, well, it's coming up again next year on April the 29th, so you mark your calendar for that. And you know, we've got other events coming up this year here in Sylacauga. Speak to that a bit.
Yeah, so the Miss Sylacauga pageant will actually be this October, and I don't have the exact date, but I do know it's earlier in the fall than it was last year.
I think it's October 1st.
October 1st, I believe that's correct. But that's a huge one, because the Miss Sylacauga pageant is actually the longest running preliminary for the Miss Alabama pageant. So we got honored and noticed at the recent gala, the 100th year gala anniversary. And so Miss Sylacauga is actually, we've got some credit to our name. When at Miss Alabama you say Miss Sylacauga, people know Miss Kim Todd, and they're, you know, eager to meet who her girl is for the year. So yeah, mark your calendars for that. And any young lady interested, I would just encourage you to do it. Just try it. I went in with the mindset of, I've got nothing to lose. I've got everything to gain and nothing to lose. Why not have a little fun? Why not get dressed up for a night? So absolutely,
that's their ages 13 through 26, I think it is. And so you can check out the eligibility details at misssylacauga.com for more information. Lacey Wood for a couple more minutes here on Daybreak Live, and we could spend forever talking about people who have supported you and encouraged you, but we've got to talk about your parents a little bit. I know they've been pivotal in this.
They have. My mom and dad are my superheroes. I mean, down to chauffeuring me, buying all the wardrobe. I mean, you name it. They have been so supportive in this journey, and they're so excited for next week. My mom actually took the whole week off of work so she can be at my beck and call. But they're truly, they are so supportive and just so excited for me. And my mom and I are really close, which I feel is a blessing. And she actually gets a little bit more nervous than I would, but I like to say that she just gets nervous for me. So if somebody's got to be nervous, I'd rather it be her. So it kind of doesn't affect me and my presence, you know, on the stage. But they're both really excited.
With all of this stuff going on, the tight schedule and stuff like that, and it has been like that for a while. How do you enjoy your own personal life?
Yeah, you have. You have to make time. Yeah, I've found that you have to make a diligent effort to see the people that you love, to hang out with your family and friends. Whether it's as simple as me and a few of my close friends the other night went and just got dinner and ice cream, and you know, we were only together for an hour and a half, but I had to allot that time, and I had to tell people, you know, no, I can't get on a Zoom call with you. I've got to go see my friends. So you just have to be intentional about it. Another thing that I've found is limiting my phone time. I try to just be in the moment when I'm with my family, when I'm with my friends. Yeah. I don't want to be on my phone. I don't want to be on my computer. It's really easy to, but I want to spend that time, those precious moments with them.
What do you think your future may hold for you?
Oh, goodness. I don't really know. I definitely, I'm looking forward to college. I'm really excited to see where the field of communications can take me. It's a growing field. But I think long term, I really just want to do something in the media, in publication. I love this organization. I would love to be Miss Alabama one day and speak on behalf of it on various platforms. But I think long term, it's still really that tight knit with my family. That's for certain. I know that. So.
Hey, we wish you the best, Lacey, and let's bring home the title. It's doable, isn't it?
It is doable.
Absolutely.
It is.
Next week, Miss Alabama competition week and the pageant next week, and Lacey representing the city of Sylacauga. And Lacey, we're so grateful to you for coming this morning.
Thank you again
wish
for
you
having
Godspeed
me.
and great success.
Yes, thanks again. And the pageant will be live streamed on Facebook Live. Miss Alabama organization on Facebook. Go like it and turn those notifications on, and you can see it every night. So
all right, we'll be watching.
Yes.
Lacey Wood, our guest this morning
Thank you.
here on Daybreak Live. Got much more to do on the show. Don't go away.